hermosas, ¿cómo estás? Mi nombre es Tears of Sephora. I hope I said that right because my Spanish is bad, but I'm actually trying to learn Spanish, but it's horrible. But in all seriousness, hi, it's me, Tears of Sephora, and in today's video, I'm gonna do a beginner's makeup type of video, and I do that because I'm not an advanced makeup artist. So just a disclaimer, I'm not like a whole professional makeup artist or anything. This is basically the way I do my makeup. So anyways, with that being said, let's just get on to the video. Alright, so before you start applying makeup, you want to make sure you start with a clean face. So that means use your favorite cleanser and wash up your face first before applying any makeup products. Basically, I start off with a clean face and I apply a moisturizer. And the one moisturizer that I recommend for people that have oily skin, personally I have combination skin. I have a mixture of dry and oily. So I like to use the Biore UV Aqua Rich Water Essence SPF 50 moisturizer, and this is it right here. I'm running out. A lot of the times it's really good to use water-based or gel-based products when it comes to oily skin type. Currently, the moisturizer that I use right now, since I ran out of the SPF, is the Cetaphil Daily Hydrating Lotion. So I'm using this one currently because, like I said, I ran out of the UV one. Let me just also explain before I move on to the makeup. It is very important to use an SPF moisturizer before you go out. You don't need an SPF moisturizer when you're gonna wear makeup at night because you know the sun is not out. So if you're gonna go out at nighttime or something like that, and you're applying makeup, then any moisturizer will do, but a moisturizer that works for your skin type. So I already applied this before I even started this video, so this is what I go to after I cleanse and all that stuff. Oh, and I also wait a few minutes before applying any other product on my face because you want to let your face soak up the product first. The next product that I use after my moisturizer is my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is actually a really good primer if you're starting out as like a beginner, and it's also very affordable. This product is actually highly recommended, and I do recommend it as well. It's just that good. I really love it. Truly, it's just really good. And the thing that I recommend though is to get like a scoop for this instead of using your fingers, because whenever you're dipping your fingers into products, it basically puts in bacteria and then you're putting that bacteria on your face. So I highly recommend using like a scoop or something for using these products. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it on my face. Also, it's important to apply the primer onto your neck as well because you are going to be applying foundation on your neck. I mean, it's recommended that you apply foundation on your neck because you want to be able to match with your face overall. Alright, after finishing up with my e.l.f. primer, I'm just gonna go ahead and let the primer just basically set and let my skin soak it up before applying any other product. Like I said, it's important to do that. Also, I personally use color correctors because I tend to get like redness here, but I am not going to show you all color correcting here because, like I said, this is a beginner's video and I don't want to show you all something that's like too advanced. I'd rather do a separate video about color correcting. That way you all can be more informative of each color corrector and what color corrector is for specifically. I'm also not going to show you all how to contour because contouring is something that I personally need to work on because it's something that I struggle with, as well as my eyebrows. I'm not going to give you guys any tips on eyebrows, maybe a little bit, not too much, but I'm not really good with my eyebrows. I literally suck at doing eyebrows. I'm going to be super honest with you all with that. I have tried my hardest to learn how to do my eyebrows correctly, but it just doesn't work at all. Alright, so when it comes to liquid foundation, there is actually two liquid foundations that I highly recommend that is super affordable. Would be the Milani 2-in-1 liquid foundation, which I'll put a picture somewhere around the screen so you all can see how that one looks like. I recommend that one. It's really good as well, but personally I think my favorite is the L'Oreal Paris 24 Hours Pro Matte Foundation. I can never pronounce the first word, but this one is my go-to favorite foundation. It is super affordable, the coverage is really good, and it actually lasts me all day because I have an oily skin type, so it helps me. But yes, also if you all, like I said, have an oily skin type, it's important to use like a matte type of foundation. Anyways, I'm gonna show you all 2 ways that you can apply liquid foundation. I personally like to use a brush like this, and this one is the It brushes for Ulta, and it looks like this. I personally like to use brushes like this rather than a sponge, but both of them work really good. It is up to you. But when you apply your liquid foundation and you're gonna use a sponge like this or a beauty blender, however you would like to call it, it is important that you damp it first before you just start jumping into applying your foundation. So sometimes people like to apply their foundation on the back of their hands and just dab it and put it on their face. Personally, I don't like to do that. I like to just apply it onto my my sponge just like this and start applying it onto my face. So when it comes to applying foundation, I start just dabbing it just like this. That's all you really need to do. And also, you don't really need a lot of liquid foundation. Alright, so I'm going to apply the foundation on my neck. Like I said, you want to apply it onto your neck because you want it to match your face. This is a must to do actually. You want to be able to match your neck and face, because if you just do your face and you don't match your face, if you don't match your neck, it's gonna look a little odd. Alright, so that is half of my face, as you can see here. So now I'm gonna teach you all how to apply the liquid foundation with a brush like this. I like to just apply it onto my brush, like a little bit of it. I don't know if you could see that, just a little bit. That's how much I apply, and then I just like to apply it on my face. Maybe it's something wrong to do it that way, but I personally like to do this instead of using my hand because I don't like to feel dirty. I guess when I have like liquid foundation on me, it just feels really weird. But anyways, like I said, this is how I apply it. I basically just tap some of it on my face, and then I just use circling motions to apply the liquid foundation. The reason why I like to use the brush instead of a sponge is because I feel like this blends out my makeup well, and it also covers things very well. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, like I said, both are really good. The sponge or the brush, it all depends on you personally. You have to basically figure it out for yourself and see if maybe you personally like the brush or maybe you like the sponge better. It is all up to you. Just have fun with it, play with makeup, you know, experiment. You know, that's what makeup is all about. Don't worry about messing up because, you know, it's makeup. Just have fun with it. Makeup is like a form of art. The only difference is your face is actually the canvas. Alright, so this is how it looks like when I'm done applying the foundation with this brush on this side. Literally, they both look really good. I don't know if you could see any difference with it, but like I said, it is up to you on your preference because everyone's different. So it's, like I said, it's your choice. Sponge or a brush, whatever works, they're both good. It's whatever preference that you have. Alright, after I'm done applying my foundation, I just let my liquid foundation set for at least like 5 minutes. And I know that's a lot, but that's literally what I do, but only if I'm not in a hurry. And what I do is I take a napkin and I just start lightly pressing it onto my face and my neck. That way I could get off any excess makeup off of my face. You don't want any makeup transfer on your significant other's shirts or even a pillow. Alright, now that I'm done applying my liquid foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into applying my concealer. And my favorite concealer that I love to use, and if you all have been here for a while, you have seen me use the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer on my videos. I use it a lot. It is actually one of my favorite concealers. It is so good. It's literally a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. It's literally a dupe for that, but the e.l.f. one is more affordable as compared to the Tarte one, and the reason why it basically just works just as good as the Tarte concealer, to be honest. But yeah, like I said, the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer is my top favorite. Alright, but for this video though, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Covergirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, because this concealer right here, the e.l.f. one, is a little too light for my skin. Actually a whole lot lighter for my skin, so I'm gonna need to go ahead and buy one that actually matches my skin tone, so I'm not gonna use this one on my video. Like I said though, it is one of my favorites. But for this video, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Covergirl concealer, and this one is also a good one. So both of these right here, they're really good and they're both affordable, and I truly recommend them. I think they're really great. A lot of people use concealer as a way to highlight, but I don't really use it as a way to highlight. I actually use it to cover up anything like my dark circles, for one. So basically what I like to do is I just apply it underneath my eyes, just like this. I actually put a lot. You don't really need a lot. And I'm just gonna go ahead with my damp sponge and go ahead just apply it like this. I'm also going to be applying some concealer on areas that I feel need a little bit more cover up. Alright, so that's about it. I'm just using tapping motions. I'm mostly doing this because I do have a pimple somewhere right here, so I'm just covering that up. So the loose powder that I like to use is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Banana Loose Powder. This one is also really good. I mean, personally, I think it's really good. Someone on YouTube actually recommended this one and I actually fell in love with it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and apply the loose powder, and I'm going to be using the e.l.f. powder brush, and this is how it looks like. It is super duper fluffy, and I'm going to go ahead and dip it into my powder right here, the loose powder. And before you apply it onto your face, use tapping motions to remove the loose powder. You want to remove excess loose powder off the brush before applying it onto your face. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and apply it onto my face. I'm just going to go and use like tapping motions. You don't want to swipe, because if you swipe like this, you're going to be removing all the work that you already put with the base. Once again, take out a napkin and just press. Take off the excess makeup product off of your face so you don't have makeup transfer on your significant other's t-shirts, or, like I said, pillowcases. Okay, so the next product that I'm going to jump into is the Translucent Loose Powder. This one is also very affordable. You can actually find it at H-E-B. I actually found this one at H-E-B, but you can also find it like at Walmart and stuff like that. So yeah, it's actually really affordable and it works really well. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go into my Translucent Loose Powder, and I'm going to go ahead and use the same e.l.f. powder brush that I use. You can go ahead and switch your brush if you want to, but I don't mind using the same one. So I'm just going to go ahead and tap off the excess loose powder once again, and I'm going to go ahead and just, you know, apply it on my face and using tapping motions. Once again, like I said, paper, just remove the excess makeup. Alright, so after I am done applying the base of my makeup, I then start working on my eyebrows. So I'm not going to give you guys like a whole full-on tutorial with eyebrows. I'm probably just going to go through it really fast because I'm not good with eyebrows, like I said in the beginning of the video. I personally like to use the Stay Put Brow Color Pomade by Maybelline, and this one is in the shade Dark Brown, and it comes with a little spoolie and a brush like this. I like the pomade by Maybelline because it is so helpful, because it comes with a brush and it is also really affordable. So the only thing I could tell you all is I start off by brushing out my eyebrows. I'm going to go ahead and use my chapstick. So what I like to do is apply a chapstick first. That way I could let it set on my lips and all that stuff first. That way later on I can apply my lipstick or my lip gloss, whichever. And the reason why you want a smooth area to work with on your lips is because you don't want to have like chapped lips, and then when you apply the lip gloss and the lipstick, and you're gonna see like all of it being chapped. I'm gonna go ahead and go into working on the eyeshadow. You don't have to do eyeshadow if you're starting out with makeup. You could just go in with eyeliner and mascara, or if not, just if you don't even want to do eyeliner either, you can skip that as well. If that's something that you don't know how to do just yet, then you can go ahead and skip the eyeliner and just do your mascara, the blush, and a little lip gloss or just a chapstick, and that's it. Very simple and easy to do and very quick. But because I want to show you all how to apply eyeshadow, I wanted to do that for you all. So I'm using the e.l.f. Mad for Matte Nude Mood palette, and excuse it for being broken. I actually dropped this palette and it ruined this shade. So yeah, and this e.l.f. palette is super affordable. A lot of their e.l.f. palettes are actually really good and super affordable. So if you're starting off on makeup, I recommend like the e.l.f. palettes. And if you want to go for like a neutral if you're starting out, then I highly recommend like the e.l.f. Nude Mood palettes. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with this little light shade right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this little brush here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get it like this. It's always important to tap the excess eyeshadow off of the palette. If you want to, you can actually use tape on the sides of your eyes to help you guide your way into doing eyeshadow, or you can use eyeshadow covers or eye covers, however you say it, which I will show you how they all look like right now. Alright, so this is how eye covers look like. You can purchase these from Amazon or even I think on Shein. I think I got these off of Shein, but you can get them practically anywhere online. And it's really cool to get them in packs because, you know, it's helpful to have a lot of them. So basically it's so cool. What it does is it has like this little tape thing in the back, and you just like remove it just like this, and you apply it onto your eye like this. Alright, you see that? It's basically at an angle. That way it will help me guide my eyeshadow and my eyeliner, and I know where to go. So you can use these to help you. It's up to you, or you don't need to use it at all. Personally, I like to use this to help me, especially with fallout, because sometimes eyeshadow shades have some fallout and you don't want the fallout to get onto the base of your makeup. Alright, so like I said, I'm gonna go back in to this shade in the e.l.f. palette, and I'm taking the little brush and tapping the excess off. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the crease, and the crease is right here of the eye, and I'm just gonna start applying the shade just like this. Very simple, very easy, you know, just be gentle. That's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and use this little fluffy brush right here, and I'm gonna take in this dark brown shade, which is over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply it onto my eyelid, the rest of my eyelid, just like this. Really simple, really easy, nothing too advanced, just 2 shades, really, that's all I'm using. So I personally want to apply some more color underneath my lower lash line, so I'm gonna do that. And it's also very easy, so let's take out my little brushes here. Personally, when it comes to working with the lower lash line, I recommend using an angled brush like this. It can be like this, or even a triad brush, which I have right here. This one right here. This one is a triad brush, if you can see the way it looks like. I hope you guys can see that. That's how it looks like. So I'm gonna go back in with the e.l.f. palette and take the same shade that I used. So it's gonna be this brown shade right here. And this is how I apply it. The key important part when applying anything on your lower lash line is always like kind of look up, or like kind of like straight up. You know, don't look down like this, because then you're gonna poke your eye. So you have to kind of look up and just do it like this. Now, moving on to eyeliner. I'm going to be using the Revlon Color Stay Skinny. Alright, so what I like to do is I like to start at the edge. I like to draw a line like this. So now I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Maybelline Mascara. The Maybelline Mascaras are super affordable, and honestly, I don't really have a preference with mascara personally. As long as it doesn't clump up my lashes, then it's good. But I feel like any Maybelline mascara is actually really good to use. I like to curl them up like this, or you can even do this if you want to, kind of like shake it a bit, get in between your lashes, whichever works. Now, getting the bottom lashes can be a little tricky. Mine are like really small, so I like to get the tip of it, but make sure I take off like the excess of the mascara off of it. So anyways, I like to get the tip of the mascara brush and just go like this gently, because you don't want to poke your eye. Alright, so the next step that I'm going to do is apply my blush. ColourPop has some really good blushes, and they're also very affordable. So if you want something like that, that'll be good. I really don't know too much on other blushes because I've been using the ColourPop one for a while. And I've also been using the Alemad palette, which is like the blush that came in. It's like a trio blush that came in with the BoxyCharm. So I don't really know too well on drugstore blushes. So I don't know which one will be good. Once again, I like to use tapping motions when I am applying a blush, because you don't want to take off the makeup that you've already applied. Alright, so to finish off this beginner's makeup for you all, I'm going to go ahead and use a gloss. Any gloss will do. I'm pretty sure that there's some good ones out there that are not expensive. I actually don't use affordable lip glosses. I haven't even tried affordable lipsticks or glosses yet, but I feel like that's a video that I should do in the future. Maybe do a try out affordable lipsticks and affordable lip glosses, but I should do that. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it also helped you in some ways. I was also very excited to do this video since some people do ask me for advice on makeup and what products I use, especially affordable ones. So I thought this would be a very good idea to show you all, because I feel like I actually haven't done this for you all, honestly. I've only been showing you all tutorials on different makeup looks, but not specifically on how to do basics of makeup or how to apply the basics of makeup. I just hope you all enjoyed this, and if you all have any more tips that you want me to give you all, or any advice or other products that you have questions about that I have probably used, let me know down in the comments. Is there a specific video that you want me to do? If you want me to show you all how to apply false lashes, how to clean false lashes, let me know. I will do that for you all. Let me know down in the comments. I know I've talked a lot in this video. I know it was a long one. But I wanted to give you all a lot of information because I felt like it was important to do so, and I hope I gave you all a full understanding of how I do my makeup and maybe a little bit of step-by-step. Makeup is art, everybody. The face is basically your canvas. Like I said, don't be afraid to mess up. Just feel free to experiment, try out new products, experiment, you know, figure out what works for you. Like I've said in this video, don't ever be afraid that you're gonna do makeup the wrong way. Because, you know, you learn from your mistakes. I've learned a lot from my mistakes. I made terrible mistakes in the past. I don't even know why people did not point out my horrible makeup looks in the past when I was in school. It was really, really bad. So don't ever be afraid to make mistakes. It happens. You learn from them. You get better. Practice. All it is just practice. I've been practicing a lot, and I'm very, very grateful for other makeup artists like Salma, Believe it or not, I've actually learned from her. She's one of the ones that I've learned how to do a cut crease from. So I'm really thankful for her, and her lives have been very amazing. So I learned how to do cut crease from her. I've learned from Robert Welsh. Those are actually the two main people that I've actually learned makeup from, to be honest. So you all should go and check them out. I'll also leave a link down below so you all can go and check them out as well. So with that being said, I know I talked a lot. Yeah, that is about it. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Also hit that subscribe button, press that bell notification to be notified for my next upcoming video. Give it a thumbs up if you all enjoyed this video, you know the drill, and comment down below if this was helpful if this video was helpful for you all, and if you have any other questions or if there's any other videos that you recommend me to do for you all. So yeah, with that being said, see you all next time.